Hello again folks, welcome back to the next episode of Joxer playing Skyrim, the Argonian assassin. In the previous episode we were sent to meet up with Mercer to take care of Karliah. See, Karliah, yes, the Sanctum that's just north of here. The Snowveil Sanctum. On the way there we actually went inside one of the homes here and planted a stolen gem to ensure that the guards will take notice of that. And before anybody asks, I know it's weekend and I should be playing the warrior, but I personally feel that the thief storyline was that interesting that I wanted to play the assassin. So yeah, I'll just go and play the warrior on a Monday or something like that, and just do like Sunday and Monday or something along those lines. But I just really wanted to go and play the assassin, so here you go. I hope you guys actually enjoy it a little bit more, perhaps some of you were like really getting into the storyline, and it would be such a shame to just all of a sudden just cut it off and, you know, continue on with the warrior and having you guys wait for like a weekend before you can see what actually is going to happen. Anyways, horsey. How is my... yeah, my item list is pretty okay. Oh, there you go. Well, luckily it's a blizzard, so it's not too dark outside, which is a good thing. I know some of you actually, well, one of you complained that it was too dark, and a lot of you said that it wasn't too dark. I think it really has to do with on what device you're currently watching the video. The easiest way would be just going over the water here. You know what? I'm a lizard. I'm gonna go through the water. I'm gonna end up dying, I'm sure, but we're gonna go and do it. Anyways, I think it really depends on what device you're watching. To give you an idea, whenever I think that a video might be too dark, I will test it out on my laptop that I have, and lastly, once I uploaded it, I will test it on my iPhone. And trust me, if it's too dark, I will notice it on the iPhone, because the iPhone is like notoriously bad for the type of thing. Oh, so the Halalu have a farm, interesting. And there is another... is that the Snowveil Sanctum or not? That's interesting. I'm gonna go to the other side here. Anyways, yeah, if a video is too dark, I will notice it on the iPhone for sure. So I'm doing all that I can. Usually what I end up doing is in my video editor that I use. I use very like basic editor. I tend to up the brightness a little bit to the point where you can see it. I'm sure if you watch some of the videos, you'll easily see it that I upped the brightness. I've never been to this this Sanctum before. That's interesting. What's happening here? Oh, it's hunters. Okay. Anyways, that was just a small little type of service announcement, I guess. Just to let you guys know that I am keeping the whole darkness thing in mind and try to not let it get too dark. I've never ever been here before. That's interesting. And there's a book there. Ingle and sea goes. Well, we're taking the pheasant breast and the... oh, it's a salt. I'll take the salt. Okay, now there's a little house here nearby, and I'm tempted to go there as well. I know. I can't help it. There's like interesting stuffs here. You know what? We should just go and explore this place sometime. I like that idea. But right now we have more important things to do, because Mercer is awaiting us in this blistering cold, because he wants to take care of Karliah. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that I try to, you know, keep an eye on if videos can get too dark, because I know how Skyrim works. Huh? Oh, it's just the hunters fighting, whatever. It's been a nice quiet weekend thus far. That's a snowbear, isn't it? Or is it just a brush? Oh, it's just a brush. It looked like it could be a bear. What is this? Coin purse. Oh, Shrine of Arcane. Well, never can be too sure. In this case, I'll just happily take the Shrine of Arcane to make sure that I don't have a curse or anything. I'm ignoring the wolves. The wolves are just like, whatever, not interested. Oh, this place is like out in the boonies, like it's in nowhere man's land. And that's not good. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna go and dump everything we have in Horsey. Oh, I just gave it all to me, didn't I? Yep. I am such a derp face. Empty. I'll keep this one on me. Empty. I'll keep these on me as well. Any potions that I am not gonna be using. Keep that on me. Pickpocketing. Well, I'll definitely not be using that. Anything here that I won't be using? Trying to go in as light as possible. Yep, we're gonna keep it like this. Okay, let's see if we can get to... Is that Mercer? That better be Mercer. Yeah, that's Mercer. Whew. I was getting worried there for a second. Mercer, did your...
Good. You're finally here.
Sorry.
I've scouted the ruins and I'm certain Karliah is still inside.
Mm-hmm. You saw her?
No, I found her horse. Don't worry, I've taken care of it.
Oh.
She won't be using it to escape.
That makes sense.
Let's get moving. I want to catch her inside while she's distracted. Take the lead.
You want me to lead?
I'm sorry, I was under the impression I was in charge. You're leading and I'm following. Does that seem clear to you?
Understood, dude.
Just make certain you keep your eyes open. Karliah is as sharp as a blade. The last thing I need is you blundering into a trap and warning her that we're here.
Dude, seriously? So how did Gallus die?
25 years ago, I was standing outside these very same ruins. Gallus told me to meet here, but he wouldn't say why. When I arrived, Gallus stepped from the shadows. Before he uttered a sound, an arrow pierced his throat. Before I could even draw my blade, her second arrow found its mark in my chest.
Ouch. So Karliah took on both of you alone?
Karliah was a master marksman, and her greatest weapon was the element of surprise. I was lucky. She missed my heart by mere inches.
Wow.
I staggered away from the ruins and my vision began to blur. It's then that I realized the bitch had poisoned her arrows.
Ah. And Gallus?
The last thing I saw was Karliah dumping his body into an opening atop the ruins. An unceremonious end for a remarkable man. To this day I've regretted allowing her to escape, even if it meant I had died trying. I owed Gallus that much.
So technically Gallus could be alive. What happened after Gallus died?
The guild was thrown into disarray. Several stepped up and tried to claim Gallus's former position as guildmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Sides quickly formed behind these men and the Ratway became a bloodbath.
And you were part of this?
I saw what they did to Gallus. I wanted to use the guild's resources to hunt down Karliah. The others didn't even care he was gone. Fortunately, I persevered, and the other groups were either killed or they left Skyrim.
And what of Karliah?
The infighting had taken months to subside, which gave her time to go into hiding and carefully cover her tracks. I spent thousands of septum and used every contact at my disposal. But it was as if she had simply vanished. Like I said before, she was the best.
Tell me about Karliah.
She was a stubborn Dwemer.
Oh dear.
Always had to do everything her way. But she was also the best, bringing in more coin a month than some thieves heist in a year. Gallus trusted her too much and let her get too close.
So they had a relationship.
If you want to call it that, yes. Me? I think she was softening him for the kill. Gallus would call her his little nightingale. He was absolutely smitten by her.
Why did she kill him?
Greed? Jealousy? Spite? Who can say what drove her to such an iniquitous act? One thing's certain, I intend to find out before she draws her last breath.
Isn't murder Dark Brotherhood territory?
I have a long-standing arrangement with the Dark Brotherhood. If I need someone in the guild taken care of, we do it ourselves. We both agree it's best to keep these matters in-house.
True. So yeah, I'm sure after
Karliah,
this.
don't hesitate. Kill her.
Yeah. Don't hesitate, killer. Was that actually the entrance next to you? Because it seemed like a small little entrance. Yeah. No, it was not the entrance. Okay, let's see where the entrance is then. Is that the top? It is at the top. Well, I'm going in. We need a key.
They say that these ancient Nordic burial mounds are sometimes impenetrable. This one doesn't look too difficult.
You have a key, don't you?
Quite simple, really. I don't know what the fuss is about these locks. All it takes is a bit of know-how, not a lot of skill. That should do it.
You used the key, didn't you? Yeah, you used the key. You used the key. Okay, folks. This is where it begins. Okay, let's go and test out some weapons while we're at it. Let's look which does the most damage. The steel warpick and the after slash. Go for the steel warpick first. There you go.
Stench in here. This place smells of death. Be on your guard.
Aha. There's a secret entrance over there. There's a chain over there as well. Closed coffin. That's not good.
Your life is mine!
Ooh.
That was hardly worth my time.
What did he just use? That was interesting. I have no idea. Why did I just grab that? He used a really weird ability. I'd almost say that looked like a vampire ability that he used there. But give him the benefit of the doubt. For now, there is a chain here. Wow, that was derpy.
Pull the chain over there and watch out for the spikes. Looks like Karliah reset all of the traps.
What chain? I don't see a chain. I have no idea what he's talking about. I do see that trap over there, which is kind of obvious.
Your blood will adorn my blade. How disappointing.
Okay, well, I did a sneak attack with this weapon, so that's pretty good. So let's go for the next weapon then. Steel Warpick does sneak attack damage. After slash. Whoa, looks like an interesting weapon actually. It looks like a big weapon. Already? Already? Arg. Okay folks, I think when I pull that chain, that trap will basically fly towards me. So I'll actually do that before the end of this episode. Okay folks, in the next episode we're gonna keep on going. See how far this dungeon goes. So folks, as always, I'll be right back.